YMCA? You stop. Why'd you stop? Okay. That's enough. What is up, crypto fam? Welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. I am your favorite co-host here, David. We are coming at you live from Global Studios in Sin City, Nevada. Before we get into the crypto content, quick disclaimer. Robin nor I are financial advisors. You do not take anything we say as financial advice. Do your own research, but watch this channel as part of your research. Now, without further ado, let us meet the man, the myth, the wannabe legend, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we are an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, boring, stale information. We package it up in a fun and sexy way, just like your boy here. Also, do want to give a quick shout-out to Global Media. They help us broadcast us to other channels than just YouTube. Also, we're a young and growing channel. If you want to grow with us, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. And if you're David, my co-host, hit the subscribe animation. And if you don't want to miss, any of our future content, then hit the notification bell. That way you know when we're going live and when we're doing deep dives. Also, we don't just do live streams here. We also do deep dives. This the live stream, though. Check out the deep dives.
Robin, which deep dive should they check out?
Oh, man, we just put up a new deep dive. We need the community's help on getting the views up on this one. So we did a really cool deep dive on Sandbox, and it's not about the project, and it's not a deep dive on what the project is about. It's a deep dive about how to make money off of it.
That's right.
And we know that majority of the people are in crypto because they want to make money. You also probably believe in the technology and the space, but let's be real. You're trying to make some cashola. Your boy like cashola. So go check out Sandbox. There's some cool ways to make money there. It's a lot of monetization available over there.
Monetization, optimization. Shout out to Syvin, to Sean, to Chef Murder. Welcome back to the channel. Also to DFib. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Got a lot of fun stuff to talk about, but we're going to lead off today's show. A Vegas local icon. Right Hook Tyson.
That's right.
Is it Right Hook Tyson or Right Jab? Right Hook Tyson is all in on Solana. Why? Why would you go all in on a network that is broken?
So he went on Twitter. It was Twitter, right? He put out a tweet. Yeah. So he put out a tweet saying he's going all in on Solana. We would make this an entire article on itself, but that's all there was a tweet that said, I'm going all in on Solana. So it's worth a mention. We did want to highlight Mike Tyson because he's a local Vegas native here.
The local vegan.
Yeah. And, actually ran into him at the gym last year. I was working out at LVAC. It's the LVAC is our the Las Vegas big chain gym here.
Was that full stacked or what?
You know what? He's a lot smaller nowadays. He's getting old. But yeah, I was changing at the lockers and I look over and there's the tattoo and I'm like, oh shit, it's Mike.
Face tattoo?
Yeah. I didn't want a fanboy though. I look over and I was like, oh, what up, Mike?
Yeah, you fanboy enough with me at the studio. I know you want to be like,
yeah, get out of here, man. But the markets are looking decent. We're holding steady. No big pump today, but everything's holding strong, so no big dumps.
You still think 70K by end of January?
Come on, man. That was last year, okay?
You literally said it a week ago.
No. I said
the second half.
Let's not bring up what I said, okay?
Okay.
So
let's not bring up what I said.
Just know. Now, if we don't get a big pump on the second half of January, then sure, go ahead and crucify me. Whatever you want to joke about. But I am forecasting. I am predicting, not only with good feelings and juju, but with also analytics, second half of January is going to be a big month. We've also, I know somebody was asking about the XRP news, so a little bit on the pipeline on what happened or transpired there. We'll get into that a little later in the show as well. Just remind me to bring that up there, David.
Cool.
If you're new to the channel and there's a project you're interested in, you already know the spiel here. But if you want us to look at something, tell you if it's a good time to enter, exit, buy, hodl, just drop the project in the chat and we will discuss it when we get to the market analysis.
What's up, Stereo 2? Welcome back.
Yeah, man, the community is growing. I'm excited, man.
Love it.
We had 2 people before we even launched the channel hanging out in the chat. So the early beaver gets the wood, right? Isn't that the phrase there? You're an eager beaver, aren't you? You look like a woodchuck, David. You look like a woodchuck.
We should make that into an NFT. The early beaver gets the wood.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think David looks like a lumberjack.
I wonder if
you look like you should wear. You look like you should be wearing flannels all the time, bro.
Let me ask you a question. If I went home and I said, "Hey, babe, guess what?
I want some
Early beaver gets the wood." What do you think her response would be to me?
It would be
do the dishes.
You know what? If she came off with a joke or a smile, then she didn't watch the show. But if she watched the show, she would know what you're talking about. So,
that's funny. All right,
Mrs. Abaganyang. How do you say your last name, by the way?
Don't worry about how I say my last name.
Yeah, man, this guy's got so many vowels in his last name. I don't know what the hell's going on.
More consonants than vowels. So, on the slate today, we are going to do our hot take. We got some juicy articles to talk about today. And then we are going to have an NFT spotlight into one of the most hyped NFT projects.
Chat, I got a new thing. If we got a newcomer, your boy's going to drop a hola.
No.
So every time we get somebody new in the chat, until we got like 10,000 people, then the hola will just get burnt out. But in the meantime.
Hola.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
All right, come here for David, stay for the hola. Let's get into our very first segment. Start to show off our hot take, muy caliente.
Ooh, dang. Gonna solder some steaks.
Okay, so our hot take for today, the question I'm going to pose is, what industry stands to gain the most from blockchain integration in 2022? Robin, I'll let you take the lead on this one, my friend.
All right. So there is a big sector in cryptocurrency that has yet to be developed, but all indications point to an explosion. It points to potential. It points to the technology being here and the community already being here, but yet there's no buzz behind it. There's no talk behind it. And there's very, very little partnerships. And what is this sector? Music. Music.
Okay.
Why?
Why
has music not been pushed to the forefront in the NFT sector? We have the tokenization and the creation and the monetization of
You sound
art.
like George Bush. Monetization
of the art sector. And one of the biggest pieces of art is music. And for some reason it's been left out. I could go down this long list of how you can monetize NFTs, but let's be real. The artists, the people that create music, the musicians, they are getting the short end of the stick. They're not receiving their fair cut when it comes to creating their music.
Definitely.
And it's so hard for these people to be discovered. Think about if you are an up-and-coming artist. You have the producer deals. You have all of these different entities and managers and all these different hands. And it's very, very, very difficult to be discovered no matter how great your talent is. And you have to go through all these avenues. You also have to have a lot of luck behind you. Know the right people. So I think music could help a young, starving artist. I think it could help monetize somebody that's getting the short end of the deal. And if you're not familiar on how that works, you basically tokenize your music, you tokenize what you create, and then you monetize on it, and you get your cut.
And the biggest thing too is you are the sole proprietor of your music and your artwork in a sense. So
things that make sense generally come to fruition. Just as here, I use the analogy a lot that if it's cheaper for a company to go green, it's not because so much that they want to be, globally conscious and they want to deliver, a better product to the world. More times than not, they save money. So if you can take an incentive and you can save money, you can get some kickbacks from the government by going green, you do. And that's the direction the market goes. Same time, the market should, for artists in the music space, it should be going in the direction in NFTs because it makes sense and it gives the power back to the musician. So this, I predict, will be a very, very big sector. There's going to be a big boom in music when it comes to blockchain technology, NFTs, and it's coming this year, my dude. What do you got, David?
So first, Aaron, I believe I've seen you in our chat before.
Yeah, he's been in here before. What's
Aaron
up, Aaron?
Moore, welcome back, bro. Where you been, man? We missed you. You've been gone for like 2-3 days. Did you find another channel? Are you cheating on us? Are you cheating on Sin City Crypto?
Oh, DFib. What's up, bro? I just realized.
What's going on? Yeah. All right. So for me, this was an easy one. It's real estate. Over the past year and a half, a few things have happened. Rent has skyrocketed. Inflation has skyrocketed. And interest rates have been lowered. So people are more incentivized to go out and purchase homes. And here in Las Vegas, that stands so true. We have the great California exodus. We have a bunch of these people from California who are moving to Las Vegas. They're used to spending $800,000-$900,000 on a 3-bedroom home. They're coming to Vegas. They're saying, "Oh, I can buy a 3-4 bedroom beautiful house in a great neighborhood for $400,000." So they're coming in and they're outpricing everyone. They're going over 30, 40,000. On top of that, if you're a new buyer, you have title fees, you have escrow fees, you have loan officer fees, you have loan origination fees. So many fees, it's pricing out a lot of people. They're having to come out of pocket a shitload of money just to get into a home. And then when you go to renting is more expensive than buying a house. So if real estate decides to integrate with blockchain, you can get rid of title fees. You can get rid of escrow fees. You can get rid of loan fees. You can tokenize. So if there's a $500,000 house and you tokenize that thing down to 50 NFTs or 50 tokens, you can essentially buy a house for $10,000. You can go in there and yes, 100% of the house won't be yours, but if you can own 10% of the 1% of the house or 10% of the house, let's take, for example, 1% of the house and live in it and only put up $10,000. Like, well, how much more opportunity are you giving to the average American family to be able to own something?
Question, David. So, or not necessarily a question, but just to back up and support your argument here, one of the biggest investing sectors in the world is in real estate. And unfortunately,
are you talking about real estate?
I'm just talking about investing. So let's just say
they're investing in real estate.
Yeah. Okay, so you have just think of hedge funds or some really big millionaires. They want to get into real estate. They'll just buy some real estate and rent it out, or have a property, or have a company do it for them.
Right.
But unfortunately, majority of the population has been priced out of this. So exactly. the cost of homes are so inflated. Or maybe they're not inflated. However you deem the price of homes.
Inflated.
Now, I can't just go buy a condo in New York. But tokenizing a home, which you brought up, makes a great point. Because if I can get 1/20th of a condo, and I know that it'll appreciate in value, then that's a secure investment. So absolutely. I think that's great. And then you also mentioned title companies. Something I'm really big into here, or at least one of my frustrations, is I feel like the title company, that model of business is very outdated. The title company's responsibility is to take escrow and money and move it from one person to the other, or from the bank. From your bank to the lender, and then give the keys when everything goes through. It seems a little outdated. I don't know why they get like 1% of, or 0.5% or whatever it is of the mortgage. But either way, when you have a $300,000 house, $500,000 home, and your title company is getting 0.5%, that's a huge amount of money for the simple fact of, yeah, they got the money. Yeah, and they got the money. And okay, yeah, hey, here's the keys. Like, what the fuck, man? That's what smart contracts would easily be a solution for that.
Absolutely.
And it wouldn't cost you, instead of thousands of dollars, it would only cost you 50 cents or a couple of dollars.
Can you imagine, you're a real estate investor, right? We talk about not putting all your eggs in one basket, not putting all your investment money into one company, one stock, one crypto coin. Well, if you only have enough money to buy one investment property, that's essentially what you're doing. You're investing in that community, in whatever area of town that the house is in, the HOA, whatever the case may be. Imagine, as an investor, instead of spending $500K on one house, You can spend $100K on parts of 5 different houses.
Oh yeah, you can diversify your
Yeah, so
portfolio
you can say,
of investment.
I want to put $100,000 in one really, really expensive side of town. I want to put $100,000 in an up and coming part. I want to put $100,000 where I think they're going to build a Raider stadium, or whatever the case may be. It allows for people to be able to get into homes, have something, an asset on their balance sheet. Middle class and even lower class income families in the United States are being priced out. It gives them the option to be able to own something, live somewhere, and also for investors to be able to diversify their real estate portfolios as well. So I think real estate is coming. Real estate and blockchain is coming. But I think for 2022, with the current inflation, interest rates going back up, it's going to price out a lot of people, price out more people than what is going on now when the interest rates go up. And on top of that, you have people that are trying to build wealth for them and their families. They just can't. And I think if real estate joins blockchain, and I know it's not going to happen overnight. I know not everything we wanted to do is going to happen right away. But if we slowly start, we got to start somewhere. If we start this year, I believe in 2-3 years, you can literally make a home transaction on the blockchain in a matter of minutes versus waiting 30 to 45 days to close on a home and get your keys.
Well, there's actually people that have sold and bought homes on the blockchain. It's just not normal practice.
Yeah.
But just to touch on the chat here, we got a pretty active chat this morning. So Chef Murder says, can he tokenize his doghouse in the backyard? Is that
just refer to what my friend Sean said. You can tokenize anything.
And then Aaron also referenced Proteus Finance. I'm not familiar with that. We'll take a look at it when we get to the market analysis. We'll take a peek at it.
We got you, Aaron.
Yeah, for
Got
sure.
you, my friend.
All right, man. So what's next? What we got in store, baby?
So, yeah. Okay. So what do you think in the chat? Do you think that the music industry stands to gain the most, or do you think the real estate industry stands to gain the most? We'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. So put that in the comment. And then when we come back after this next video, we're going to show you, we'll discuss it after. But I pulled a video clip. So if you remember about a week ago, last week during our live, I went ahead and talked about what person's mind would you want to change, or who can make an impact in the crypto world, a celebrity, a public figure. And my answer was Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey has been telling people to stay away from Bitcoin. It's a scam, blah, 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 blah. So there's 2 parts to this Dave Ramsey exposed. The first part, we're going to show you a video clip. This was from 6-7 months ago, okay? And then we're going to follow up with an article from yesterday, all right?
Our talking points articles? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, but we're going to roll the video first. So this is our talking point segment. Before we get into any articles, we are going to start off with our video clip. So let's go ahead and roll that video clip.
But when you're talking about Bitcoin or really volatile stocks like this, I think it's no different than gambling. I'm not trying to be cute with the words, but there's investing, which is I'm going to invest. If you think about the way that word is, then you talk about this kind of stuff, and it is a form of gambling. It really is. You're going, all right, I'm going to put it in and hope that it keeps going up, but this stuff could drop just like this out of nowhere.
At a minimum, it's speculating, not investing.
That's what
gambling might be on one side and the speculating.
Yeah,
in the
that's a
middle.
bit of a strong statement.
Investing might be,
but that's what it feels like to me.
Investing implies the tortoise.
Yes.
Speculating implies the hare.
Yes, that's right.
Gambling is the possum in the middle of the road. Okay, but
yeah, that's what it feels like emotionally to me. It really does. Like if I were to invest in Bitcoin, I'd just be a
I think
bundle
you got
of
a better
nerves.
shot at Bitcoin than you do the lotto. So that's all I'm saying.
That is fair.
But both of them are dumb ideas in my mind. And I didn't put any money in either one of them, by the way. I've never bought a scratch-off ticket in my entire life.
Right.
Dave, you're no fun. No, I just don't like giving my money away. I can drive. If I'm going to have fun that way, I'm going to roll down the window with $100 bills out and cause a traffic jam.
You know what
I'm going down the interstate. That's more fun.
Yeah, well, you're too competitive. You want to have a shot at making some money, not just I'm going to throw it in the air and to see what happens.
Yeah. And, you know, of course, everybody that's a Bitcoin genius right now thinks Dave Ramsey's an out-of-touch boomer, which is probably true. But I'm also worth several $100 million, so let's go figure that out. But
yeah, I'd say look at the scoreboard. Take Dave on all you want to, but the scoreboard is a scoreboard, and it does come down to your risk tolerance.
Well, not just risk tolerance. What is your goal, and what do the data points tell you? So I mean, I've had people call this show investing in Beanie Babies.
Really?
You remember when Beanie Babies were crazy?
I was a kid. I remember my
like
grandmother had them. I didn't know people invested in
They
them.
were like such a hot commodity. People were
Oh, a
investing in them,
collectible.
calling them as a collectible, calling in here saying, I put my kid's college fund in Beanie Babies.
I did
That
not
actually
know
happened.
that.
For me, that's right up there with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right. So before we talk about this, we have 5 people in the chat and only 7 likes. That's unacceptable. Like the video twice, damn it. Just kidding. Okay. So if you don't know who Dave Ramsey is, he's a financial guru. He has hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people that listen and take his advice. So people listen to what he has to say. He has been shitting on crypto and Bitcoin for a while. And from that video clip you see there, his crony there says that Bitcoin is gambling. He said it's speculative. Okay, I can see that. Bitcoin's speculative. And then he said that Bitcoin, he grouped the idea of lotto tickets and Bitcoin being dumb ideas. And then he says, I don't want to waste my money. And then he goes on to say, oh, but I'll go start throwing money out of my window and cause a traffic jam. That's more fun. And this is the guy people are taking financial advice from. So, Robin, before I show the article that I'm going to show, what are you thinking? How do you feel about Dave Ramsey?
Okay, so the narrative behind Bitcoin being gambling. Okay, let's just be real. All investment is a gamble. It doesn't matter if you're buying a collectible, if you're buying a home, if you're buying stock, you're buying crypto. All of it essentially is gambling. You have the potential for a loss. Doesn't mean that you're going to go to zero. Obviously, if you invest in the S&P 500, you're not going to lose all your money. That's pretty well known. But the same can be said for Bitcoin. The same can be said for safe, secure, large cryptocurrency projects. And so to refer to Bitcoin as gambling and as basically they're trying to
lotto
push this,
ticket?
a scratcher. Like, come on now, man, it's kind of insulting. Yeah, he even said it himself. He seems like a boomer out of touch. And
You right?
You know what? In the old system, you made a lot of money. However, there are other ways of making money. You can have multiple jobs. You don't have to be a lawyer to be successful, but at the same time, you can also be a doctor and be successful. So you can make your money in Wall Street, but you can also make your money in crypto. And so to just say, I made my money in Wall Street, so what you're doing over there in crypto is stupid, and you're not making good decisions, and you're going on TV and expressing these thoughts. I think he's very misinformed and not well educated. I think if he looked at Bitcoin and he looked at cryptocurrency and for what it can bring, its improvements to the traditional financial system and how people are using it and its adoption around the world, if you open your eyes and you take a look at that, the facts speak for themselves, and if you can't realize that, then you're ignorant, and that's how I feel. So keep comparing Bitcoin to Beanie Babies. Let's see who stays out on top in the long run. So I bet you anything. This man, 20% of his portfolio in 10 years will be in Bitcoin.
Bing, 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 bing. We have breaking news. 16 hours ago, financial guru. Why'd you take my laptop away, man? Financial guru Dave Ramsey says crypto is fun, here to stay. And guess what, guys? He said it can be a part of your portfolio. This is absolutely breaking news. So he goes on to say he considers crypto a commodity that is here to stay. The guy who interviewed him asked him, I know that you warned against crypto. You called it a get-rich-quick investment. Are you telling us that we do not have any exposure to crypto? To which he replied, no, as long as the exposure is money you can afford to lose, whatever you want to do with that, I'll agree with you there. It's a commodity. Is it going to be around? Sure, it's going to be around. Then he said, I think it's kind of fun and I enjoy watching the whole thing and all that, but it's an anomaly on the side. It shouldn't be a big part of a personal financial plan to build wealth. It could be a small part for entertainment. So I decided to see how entertaining Bitcoin is. So I found a chart that shows the returns of Bitcoin from 2010 until 2021. This was a tweet from Charlie Bilello. How entertaining. In 2010, 9,900%, followed by 1,473%, 186, 5,507. Oh, but wait, we lost 60% in 2014. Well, guess what? In less than a year and a half, you made that money back. Then you had a 1,300% rise in 2017. But wait, we lost 73%. Well, guess what? In another year and a half, you made that back plus some. And then 2021 ending at over 38% in the green. If you guys don't know how investing and losing money works, whatever you lose, you have to gain back double just to get to even. So we lose 58%. We have to get to 116% to be able to get back to even. And you saw that between 2015 and the first half of 2016. We already got there. So I just think it's funny. He said, oh, it could be entertaining. Like he's waving it off. He's waving Bitcoin off. Why? Why? You are a boomer that's out of touch, but maybe you should learn. You have thousands and millions of people that listen to your advice. And instead of educating them, well, now at least you're not shitting on it like you used to. But make up your mind, dude. Make up your mind.
Okay, you know what? Dave Ramsey, welcome to the club, man. It took you a while to get in here. Obviously, you talk shit about your girlfriend or whatever, but then all of a sudden, you end up marrying her later on down the road. It probably just speaks to your character. But welcome to the club. It's never too late. And I know right now you're saying should allocate a small percentage of your portfolio to Bitcoin. I bet you after inflation, after the money system we have here, transitioning over to crypto, I bet you your mind will change again in 5 years. I bet you it's not small allocation. He's going to say, hey, you should store half your wealth in Bitcoin.
What if right now he has a few Bitcoin in his portfolio?
I mean,
what if let's say 10, 20% of his portfolio is Bitcoin right now? Would you be surprised?
No, not at all.
Me neither. That's what these people do. These celebrities, these public figures, they shit on something, but in the background, they're like, well, oh shit, well, I can't really fight numbers. You saw the chart we pulled up, that tweet on the returns. You can't really, 10 years? 10 years. It's not like it came out 3 years ago. It's been around for more than 10 years. And you saw the returns. Only 2 years it was in the red. 2 years. Out of 10 years, it was in the red. And you're still telling people it's a bad investment. It just should be for entertainment. Well, guess what, Dave Ramsey? I was going to flip him off. I'm not going to. I'm going to be the bigger person. We're going to move on to our next article. Inflation, a continuing hot topic. Inflation at 40-year high pressures consumers, Fed, and Joe Biden. Inflation jumped at its fastest pace in nearly 40 years last month. So we saw the yearly inflation report. This is a month-over-month inflation report, 7% spike from a year earlier. That is increasing household expenses, eating into wage gains, and heaping pressure on President Joe Biden and the Federal Reserve to address what has become the biggest threat to the U.S. economy. And Robin found you guys a chart here. This is an inflation chart of the highest inflation rates in the U.S. You can see the lighter the color, the higher the inflation. And being here in Sin City Crypto, we are fucked. We are among the highest inflation rates. You can see the lowest are going to be on the coasts. You have the West Coast here, California, Oregon, Washington, and on the East Coast, Maine, New York, Vermont, Pennsylvania, and then Alaska and Hawaii.
Nevada, the home of Sin City Crypto. Las Vegas, Nevada is seeing the highest inflation in the country at over 8%. So, my most recent story is I went to Dillard's and I bought 2 belts. I grabbed 2 belts off of the rack, the generic rack, not even the name brand rack. And I got to the freaking register and $150 for 2 belts.
$150.
Or it was like $160. And it wasn't even a designer belt, man. Just your straight up plain brown belt with no logo. $160 for 2 of them, man. Get out of here.
So month over month, Robin. Month over month.
I was just going to wear that thing out and not pay for it.
7% month over month.
Yeah, so last month, it was this huge story. I haven't even seen too much discussion on the inflation. These numbers came out yesterday, and pretty non-story when it comes to mainstream media. Last So last month you had the 6.7% inflation
for the year.
Well, no, that's exactly the same numbers. It was just the number of the inflation from that month to a year before. Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure it was the whole year. This is saying January last year compared to January this year.
yeah,
month over
and
month.
December last year compared to
For the whole
December
year, though, it was 6.8%.
That's what the correlation is. So if we're over
Confusing our viewers here. Because
okay,
you're confusing
if you're
me.
over 7% this month compared to last month, then for the year we're over 7%. And if you look at last month, and if last month we were up 6.7% from the year before, then next month we'll have the same thing, and next month it'll probably be 8%, and then the next month after that, right now inflation is growing at a rampant pace that's out of control, and so what are we gonna do?
What are we going to do? Well,
Don't keep your money.
Thinks raising interest rates is going to solve the problem.
Are you getting an 8% raise every year from your work? Because if not, you're losing money, right?
If you're in the chat and you're getting an 8% raise at your job every year, let us know.
And if you're keeping your money in a savings account and you're getting 0.01% interest,
You're getting screwed.
you're losing your purchasing power with your money.
There's so many crypto projects and coins that you can just put money in and get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% interest. I know on Voyager, if you have USDC stablecoin, they'll pay you 9% every single year, paid monthly. So
Yeah.
you can easily treat that as a savings account, right? You don't have to worry. It's a stablecoin. You don't have to worry about price fluctuation.
I mean, here's some financial advice that is
Whoa.
Here's a financial idea.
There you go.
Here's a financial idea, okay?
We literally gave a fucking disclaimer
Okay,
before the show.
here's
Some financial advice. Go ahead, Rob. I know
If you're scared of crypto, say it's not for you, at least do yourself a favor. Take your money out of the savings account if you don't plan on using it in the next year, and just stick it in the S&P 500. At least there you'll have some kind of, you'll at least be on par somewhat with inflation.
Unless you get in the year that it decides to go down.
Yeah, well, I mean,
then you're screwed.
But the most drop you'll get is like 2 to 3% on S&P 500.
Okay.
Even when the stock market crashes, S&P 500 very, very rarely goes down more than 5%. So
yeah, it's one of the more stable places you can put your money in. So we are going to move on to our very next article. U.S. banks form consortium to mint USDF stablecoins. A number of American banks have formed a group in order to offer their own fully regulated stablecoin in an effort to address consumer protection and regulatory concerns regarding non-bank issued stablecoins. The founding members of the consortium include New York Community Bank, NBH Bank, First Bank, Sterling National Bank, and Synovus Bank. Have you ever heard of any of these?
No.
I've heard of First Bank, but that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, First Bank, yeah, actually.
So essentially, the new stablecoin will be minted exclusively by U.S. banks and will be redeemable on a one-to-one basis for cash from member banks. It added, the aim is to offer what the consortium referred to as, quote, more consumer protection over unregulated stablecoins. Robin.
Yeah.
Is this a good idea? What's better? For these banks to take a stablecoin platform, right, like a Tether, like a USD coin, like the Terra Luna stablecoin, that the infrastructure is already in place, and use that? Or is it better to do what they're doing, is to just create their own?
I don't know if it's a better. I don't know if there's a right answer. Let's just take it as for what it is.
So is this bullish news in general?
Just take it for what it is. It's basically the banks creating their own stablecoin. They are losing money to the private sector. It is creating a free market. It creates competition. So now you have options. And maybe your best option, maybe for you, it's easier for you to use a CBDC, basically. maybe it's easier for you to use the bank token instead of going through an exchange online and then picking up Tether or whatever it is and transacting. Maybe it's easier for you just to go open up your banking app, your website, and then just converting over to cryptocurrency. And if that's obviously preferred method would be outside of the banks because they'd like to control and inflate and have monetary policy and track stuff. So me personally, I'm going to use a private sector's stable coin. I'm going to use a Tether. I'm going to use a Circle, or maybe even a DeFi like UST. Now, but maybe for a lot of people, it'll be easier. Maybe they don't want to go on and create a Coinbase account. And then you can just go into a bank and be like, hey, can I transfer over my savings account into a stable coin? And then like that, I got options if I want to buy some crypto or something like that. So,
but here's the thing. Do you think that they'll be giving the interest that some, again, like Voyager gives?
It's going to be the exact same thing. Yeah. Instead of keeping your money in the bank in the dollar form, you basically use their stable coin, and then it's on a blockchain, and you can more easily transfer it around and purchase cryptocurrency, or just use it as a form of payment. So
I want to read a quote from the article. This is from Andrew Kaplan, who is the NYCB's Chief Digital and Banking as a Service Officer. He said, quote, as a form of digital currency created and administered by regulated U.S. banks within the Usdf Consortium, Usdf will enable wide use of an on-chain real-time payment system that satisfies important principles of safety and soundness, compliance with anti-money laundering, and financial stability.
Well, this does bypass
I keep hearing
the Visa kind of thing. So
yeah, I keep hearing this whole money launder.
Well, I mean,
people money launder. They don't need cryptocurrency to money launder, man.
A CBDC is better than the traditional system.
Yes, that we agree.
We're getting closer to where we want to be. However, not ideal, but let's just be real. If you're a small business and you're getting charged 2 to 5% on every transaction, and that goes to Visa, MasterCard, and American Express, it's extremely inflated. It's not fair. And the merchants are the ones that suffer. The small businesses are the ones that suffer. The large businesses, at least they can make deals with Visa. So
that's true.
You can, don't be fooled. Walmart is not paying 4% on every transaction. They bundle it all up. They sign contracts. They're probably at 0.5% or whatever it is. But the small businesses in America or around the world are the ones that truly suffer. And you know what? If you can have a payment system outside of Visa that you can do on your phone, just like Apple Pay, then why not? So,
Robin, we have a new person in the chat.
Hola!
Blue Wolf, welcome. I don't believe I've seen you in our chat. If it's your first time, welcome to Sin City Crypto. We are an entertainment-focused crypto channel bringing you all the up-to-date crypto information and news.
And the most handsome.
Which is this guy right here. So this guy right here, his name is Robin, okay?
Oh, looking sweet.
He's very into himself. He thinks he's the best looking, the smartest.
I know crypto, and I know style.
So, but guess what? Blue Wolf, your man right here is here to make sure everything goes smooth and the show is valuable to you, so you come back and watch us. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. Welcome. If you have any questions, you want us to take a look at any projects during our market analysis segment here in the next few minutes, make sure you drop that comment there. We are moving on to our very next article. Derivatives are coming to Coinbase following the purchase of FairX. Excuse my clearing of my throat. America's largest crypto exchange announced it has acquired derivatives exchange FairX and plans to begin offering derivatives trading to U.S. customers in the future. Now, if you're not familiar with derivatives, it's almost identical to futures contracts. You get into a contract based off of parameters such as the future price, blah, blah, blah. Derivatives trading refers to the trading of various exotic products linked to the future value of underlying assets. So everything I just said, but here it's in the article.
That's right.
Yeah. So this is a direct quote here. The creation. What?
I'm your hype man.
Okay. The creation of a transparent derivatives market will unlock further participation in the crypto economy for retail and institutional investors alike. Now, my initial take on this was I read a lot of articles, I follow a lot of stuff, and the hype for the Bitcoin's futures ETF is going down. The demand is not nearly as much as it was, and essentially a derivatives market is the same as the futures ETF market, and Coinbase is doing this. I don't know if the timing is good. Obviously, any sort of exposure that you or me or anyone in the institutions gets to Bitcoin, gets to crypto is good. I just don't know about the timing. I don't know, Robin, what do you think?
I am curious. So the feds and the SEC, to be specific, they came down on Coinbase because they wanted to do interest-bearing yields from staking, or from basically keeping your crypto on their platform. So basically, you put your money in Tether, for example, or USDC, and then you keep it on Coinbase. They give you 4, 5, 6%. Anyways, SEC threatened to sue Coinbase with no explanation.
No, nothing.
He just said, nah, you ain't gonna do that. Not here, player. Not here, player. Not my house. So anyways, they shut down that idea. Now, I'm curious. Are they gonna try to roadblock this? Because you know they're going outside the traditional parameters of basically. If you're not familiar with derivatives, you're basically, it's like a futures contract almost.
I said that twice already, so you don't.
Okay. Anyways, so I don't pay attention when you're talking, bro. Get out of here. So I think it's good. It's great news. It gives you more options, and it's almost like leverage trading, I guess, in a sense. But
what do you think about the timing? They
They
announced this yesterday or today.
timing's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the bigger news is that Coinbase acquired a derivatives publicly traded company.
And this,
I think that's pretty big, man. They're going all in on Wall Street. They're bringing in other entities. Something when you have these biggest companies, the most successful companies, they scoop up smaller ones. So it's easier. Okay, so for example, it's easier for Coinbase to buy because this company just listed a year ago.
yeah, it's a very new company.
Very new company. So it's easier for Coinbase to purchase another company if they want to get into derivatives than to try to launch it themselves.
Yes.
So that's kind of why they went that direction. But that is what successful companies do. And so I'm excited. I think they're growing. I think the exchanges are becoming a big player in the financial space, and you can't ignore them anymore. And it's bullish. I like it.
And Forex is regulated by the CFTC, not the SEC. And we know the CFTC is a little more crypto friendly than our boy Gary Gensler over at the SEC. Forex. So Robin had mentioned it's a very new project. They launched back in May of 2021. And they secured partnerships with some brokerages you might have heard of, like TD Ameritrade and E-Trade and 18 other ones. So very new, but gaining a lot of traction. Coinbase bought it. They're going to bring derivatives to their platform. So exciting stuff. Just not really sure about the timing, but we'll see about that. All right. We are going to move on to our next article. Northwest Arkansas offering $10,000 in Bitcoin to attract remote workers. This is a direct quote. Next generation talent is essential to further transform our region into a hub for up-and-coming tech innovators and businesses. So they will be offering anyone who is willing to move roughly 0.23 Bitcoin, which at the current price of $43,600 is $10,000 worth. In addition to a bicycle, what? A bicycle? Or a membership to arts and cultural facilities. So I'm pretty sure.
Typo?
No. I'm pretty sure that the $10,000 in Bitcoin is enough. But I guess if
throwing in a bike
really
as
wants
well.
a bike, yeah.
Like, hey, look, if you move to Las Vegas, we're gonna give you a toaster. We're gonna give you we're gonna give you $1,000 worth of comps at the win, and and we'll throw in a ShamWow as well.
It's actually called the Bitcoin and a Bike program. So would you, Robin, if they
Prefer the
offered you,
Bitcoin or the bike?
if they offered you 10K in Bitcoin, will you move to Arkansas?
Well, not for the show. I mean, Arkansas fucking crypto would sound stupid.
Yeah, that would be kind of dumb.
Shout out to Arkansas.
It's Arkansas.
Shout out to Arkansas. How y'all doing? I'm throwing you no shade. We just we spent a lot of money on these decals
Yeah.
in the studio.
Took a lot of time
So
to
for
put
that
those up.
said, we can't do it remotely from there. Otherwise, we'd look incompetent. So, but if I didn't have this, if I didn't have the studio here built out, you know, look at this studio right here. Look at this. See this?
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, I'm going to throw this out there. If any of you that are in the chat right now are Vegas locals, hit us up, send us a DM on our Instagram at SinCityCrypto_1. Or if you're ever in Vegas, do the same. We'd love to bring you into our studio, hang out with you, chat it up, show you what we got going on here.
Yeah, if you find yourself in Vegas, we do have like windows and couches here, so you're able to watch.
Robin makes
watch
really good coffee too. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I got a big coffee connoisseur here.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. He gets it delivered every.
But yeah, we got a guest area here, so you're always welcome to come out and check it out if you want.
So I guess this region of Arkansas is trying to carve a niche for themselves as being a tech hub or a crypto hub for the United States. Do you think that's possible? Do you think the location is too remote? I mean, who and not to throw shade, but who wants to like go live in Arkansas?
Well, you gotta account for the mass exodus of rural America into big cities. That's been the trend for the last 20 years or so. Basically, the Midwest, the Texas states, all of that jazz. They're leaving for California. And now the opposite is happening. And people are leaving California. People are leaving big cities. People are leaving New York and they're going elsewhere. And this is just another rural area reeling them back in. And how do you reel them back in? You drop them some candy. You're like, hey, I got some Bitcoin and I got this shiny new bicycle too. So,
Aaron used to, he said he used to live in Henderson off of Boulder Highway. He was stationed at Nellis. Thank you for your service, my friend. And then Sivan's from Reno. So,
damn, Nevada, what's up?
yeah, I like it. Well, Sivan, if you ever come down to Vegas, my friend, please let us know. Reach out to us. We'd love to bring you in the studio. I know you're one of our newer community members, and we'd love for you to see what we got going on here.
Aaron, by the way, I do want to say thank you for your service. We always appreciate the military here. My father is a 20-year retired out of the Navy. I grew up in a military town in Norfolk, Virginia. So I am all too aware and familiar with
Yes. Thank you
the
to all.
sacrifices you guys have had for us. So
Absolutely.
much love, baby.
Love you
Much
guys.
love.
All right, let us move on to our very next article. You know, your boy David here is a big NFT fan. I love NFTs, and I can't wait for our NFT Spotlight segment here. But first, we're going to talk about a New York City restaurant claiming it will open for NFT holders only. So although the restaurant won't officially open its doors until 2023, two types of memberships are already on sale in Ether. So VCR Group, which is the hospitality company founded by entrepreneur Gary Vaynerchuk, announced the live token sale of its latest members-only private dining club in New York City called Flyfish. This is a direct quote from Flyfish. Flyfish Club, also FFC, is the world's first members-only private dining club, where membership is purchased on the blockchain as a non-fungible token, or as you might know as an NFT, and owned by the token holder to gain access to our restaurant and various culinary, cultural, and social experiences. This is amazing. I love this. So for all the people, all the people, all of you that say NFTs are nothing but fucking JPEGs, well, here you go, you're wrong. It's not just JPEGs. NFT is a community. And if you don't own any NFTs, no, they're risky, but go out, do yourself a favor, and buy an NFT. The NFT community is amazing. Like, you think the crypto community is great. The NFT community is that community.
I do
NFT
want to
community is that times 10.
hold on. I do want to say hola to Crypto
We got a
sensei.
sensei in the house.
Welcome to the
Hell
welcome to the
yes.
club.
Welcome, my
it's
friends.
a party in
to
here.
Crypto.
So, you know, I do like this article. It's kind of cool. But let's also be real. Like,
Here we
it's
go.
a little
What?
cheesy, bro.
Why is it
It's a little cheesy.
Why is it cheesy?
It's a little cheesy, bro.
Why?
First of all, you're losing out on potential business because
you're
you're
not.
limiting your clientele to people that join the club, basically.
Robin, let me ask you a question.
What's up?
We've both worked in the restaurant industry, okay?
Okay.
If you worked in a restaurant
Mhm.
where you knew the exact people that were coming in every time, how much fucking happier would you be working at that restaurant?
Yeah, but what if your restaurant is only 40% full because the other 60% of the restaurant seats aren't being filled because they don't have the NFT, and
Well,
in turn you have to lay off, or you're
That-
not
but that's
generating
not
as
what
much
they're gonna
revenue.
Do.
Well, that's what they're saying. They're literally
But they're
the,
gonna
the,
set-
the
they're gonna-
title of the article is open only for NFT people. So if you don't
That's
have
what I'm
NFT,
saying, but they're not going to undersell the NFTs and not fill the restaurant.
maybe
I guarantee you, this NFT
I
will
think
sell out.
it's a publicity
It'll-
stunt.
it's
bro.
not a
It's a
publi-
publicity stunt.
Why is it a
They're just
publicity
trying to get
stunt?
some buzz. They're like, hey,
No,
you
you're
can only
wrong.
come eat here. Just like
It's all
certain
about
restaurants.
community.
Just like certain restaurants say, hey, you can only come here and eat if you have a vaccine card, or or some other restaurants will say you don't have it.
You can't compare vaccine cards to a fucking NFT.
Look, man,
You're wrong, man.
No, you're wrong.
It's all about community.
Get out of here, bro.
all about
Get out of here.
community.
So listen to here. But
No.
First of all,
If
you're making no
you-
damn sense, bro. Because it's a publicity stunt. It's a money grab. They probably got on the local.
How is
New
it
York,
a money grab?
Because
If it was a money
it
grab,
makes no
it'd be
sense.
open to the
Why
public.
would you on Earth only have people that have NFTs coming to your restaurant? It
It's
makes no
called
damn
building
sense.
a community.
It's not called building
Yes,
a community.
it
It's
is.
about trying to get some recognition. We're talking. Sin City Crypto's talking about them. Obviously, the local radio stations and the local TV stations in New York are probably talking about it as well. It's just a look at me freaking thing. They don't care about NFTs.
No, you're just God. For someone as smart as you are dumb.
Never.
How is this a cash grab? How? Explain to me how. When they're saying only these people can come dine. And if you want to dine, no problem. You just got to have the NFT. You got to be a member. What's wrong with that? Just like you go to Costco. You go to Costco to shop, you have to have a membership card, right?
Costco one's a good analogy.
Costco lose money?
Costco's a good analogy. But
Yeah, thank you.
but
Costco's
still a publicity stunt.
It's not a publicity stunt, man. It's the future.
I love
It's all about
Costco.
community.
I love Costco.
It's all about community.
I'm going to Costco.
Especially
I'm going to
during
Costco
COVID,
today,
man.
David. I'm going to Costco today.
I think
You want me to get you some juju fruits? You want some
I-
juju fruits?
I
I get you a
think-
big ass bag of juju fruits. I know how much you love them juju fruits.
I think, especially with COVID and people being isolated away from their family and friends, community is huge. If you can go to a
chat, back me up, baby. Chat, back me
No,
up.
no, no.
Tell me
They're
this
not
ain't
gonna
a
back
money
up
grab.
because you're wrong.
Don't tell me that the
It's
people
not a money
that built this restaurant are so ingrained with NFTs that they're like, you know what? I can't stand for somebody that doesn't adopt NFTs, and if they don't have an NFT, they can't come eat here. No, they're like some manager, some owner's like, you know what is gonna fill this damn restaurant up? If we say we only take people that have NFTs, and then it's gonna be on the news. Yeah, that's what they're doing. I know what y'all are up to. New York, you ain't fooling me. You might have fooled David. He's easy to fool.
Such
But
an idiot.
there we go. I'm done with this article. Let's move on.
I can't
I'm done with this
believe-
article.
I can't believe I share a show with you. All right. Jesus Christ. We're going to move on to our very last
Please.
article. Gaming brings blockchain and NFTs to Minecraft. If you're a Minecraft fan or you have kids that play Minecraft, let us know. I have two boys, 9 and 7. Well, my son will turn 9 in about a week. 9 and 7. And they love Minecraft. And Robin, do you like Minecraft? But before you answer that question, let me read a little bit about the article here. So essentially, they have developed a gaming and technology platform, Gaming, the company, that delivers blockchain and NFT technology to gamers and game studios, whilst providing a mechanism for gamers to passively generate rewards based on the processing of their gaming PC. So now, what you're going to have a bunch of 9 and 7-year-old kids that go to their parents and say, but mommy, I need a stronger I need a stronger PC, or I need a better PlayStation, so I can have more computing power, so I can make money in Minecraft.
Is that your baby voice?
That's you.
What the hell is that?
So I don't get this. I don't understand.
Okay, first of all,
majority of people,
how do you not understand?
Hold on. Let me make my point. Majority of people that play Minecraft are kids. They're supposed to know what a fucking NFT is and then go to explain to their parents what an NFT is when most adults don't even know what an NFT is.
So what you're telling me, let me get this right, is that video games should not integrate NFTs? That's what you're saying?
No.
That's what you're
Kids
saying.
video games. There's no point.
Who do you think
Fortnite.
Who do you think video games are made for? They're made for damn kids, bro. Get out of here.
Who's the biggest kid? This guy right here.
Okay,
this guy spends
let me tell you
hours
something.
playing Call.
Let me tell you, I got a son, okay? I got a son, and you know what he wants for Christmas? He doesn't want a sweater. He doesn't want pants. He doesn't want toys. He wants V-Bucks. He wants the currency that Minecraft uses so that way he can get outfits and skins.
And who is this?
This is my son.
And how old's your son?
He's 9 years old.
My point exactly. My point exactly.
Exactly. Do you know how much money do you know how much money the
Your
average
son comes up to you and
the
says,
average
Dad, in
American?
Minecraft, there's an NFT. Can I have it?
Let your dumb ass talk, bro. Can I
NFT,
speak here?
son?
Can I speak here? So the average American family puts so much money into their kids' entertainment, and so much of my money goes to my kids' account in Minecraft. And you know what? It doesn't matter. They don't need to package it up and say NFTs. They just make it that way. And then behind the scenes, the blockchain technology doesn't need to be explained to a kid. All a kid needs to know is, hey, we got a 1 of 1 skin here, or we have a 1 of 20 skin here, an outfit nobody else has. It'll just be yours alone. You buy it here, make everyone else jealous. Nobody else can have it. That pitch right there, that advertisement right there is super awesome. I mean, the kid doesn't need to know, oh, it's on blockchain, it's on this chain, it's an NFT. He doesn't care. He just knows that he can walk around in some badass outfit and make all his friends jealous and be like, hey, you can't have it. Or you know what? I'll sell it to you. How about that? Like, let my son be an entrepreneur. Because you know what? I bet you if he goes out and he gets a badass NFT and he's out there stunting with it,
You're gonna steal it from him.
and then I bet you he makes some money off of it. Because you know what? I make money. And he got my genes. And he's a smart and he's a smart man. He's a smart man.
So crypto sensei.
And so I'm telling you, he's going to flip that thing. He's going to turn some cashola off of it. Next thing you know, he's going to be building his NFT portfolio on Minecraft, and all the while not even knowing that it's an NFT, not even knowing the technology behind it. He just thinks it's cool. And he's going to take my money and do it. So
Crypto Sensei said he loves Minecraft. I think Minecraft is cool. I'm just looking at it from a perspective of majority of people that play Minecraft are usually kids, right? If I'm wrong, tell me in the chat. If I'm wrong about this, please let me know. Majority of people that play Minecraft are under the age of 12, right? Or wrong, let me know in the chat. Also, if it's your first time in the chat, say hello. Would love to give you a shout out. Obviously, I love NFTs. I've never shitted on any idea in integrating NFTs or blockchain with cryptocurrency. But this one just didn't really make sense to me. If this was on a Fortnite, I get it because I know adults and 20-year-olds that play Fortnite.
hold on. Are you comparing Fortnite's age demographic as being different than the demographic that plays Minecraft? They're all in the same. There's big ass kids that play both of the games, and there's little ass kids that play both of the games. It's the same damn demographic. Get out of here, man.
Okay.
It's like saying some old rich dude drives around in a Porsche, but other old rich dudes drive around in Corvettes.
You don't know what you're saying.
I don't know.
All right,
I don't know. But it's all in the same, man. It's all in the same. My
All right, let's move on. That'll do it for our talking points. So I did mention in the beginning of the show, we are going to be doing some more spotlights on certain NFT projects. I'm a huge NFT fan. I love NFTs, even though they're extremely risky. If you own any NFTs or you like NFTs, drop a like emoji into the chat so I know I'm speaking with you. So the one I want to talk about today, and I'm curious to see if you guys have heard about this project. So you know Ozzy Osbourne?
We've talked about it on the show last week, I think.
Briefly. We briefly skimmed over it, but this is a project just for full transparency, I plan on minting. We here at Sin City Crypto plan on minting at the very least, one of these. And I'll put it to you this way. The amount of hype this project has gotten, we'll be lucky to mint one. So we were talking, and we plan on spending close to 1 Ethereum for just the gas fee. That is how hyped this project is. It is created by Ozzy Osbourne. It is called Crypto Bats. If you know anything about Ozzy Osbourne, he got really, really famous when during one of his concerts, he bit the head off a bat. So
Was he hungry or trying to prove a point?
I think he was trying to prove a point. Can you imagine if he did
He's
it
like,
now?
hey,
Move it around.
he's like, yo, pass me my beer. And then somebody's like,
Throw him a bat. He goes, fuck it. No, so this is actually a super cool project. So when I look into NFTs and I look into, hey, what's worth minting, right? The biggest thing I look at is their roadmap and the utility. So I'm going to pull the roadmap here. We can look at it together, my friends. So chapter 1, the whitelist opens to the public. So if you don't know what a whitelist is, it's essentially a way for you to earn a spot to mint and not have to worry about competing against other people in the public mint. Typically when there's competition and hype around a project, something called gas wars, where everyone and their mom is trying to mint something, the gas prices go up. And obviously the miners on the Ethereum network, they will take the transaction that is willing to pay the most in gas to be able to mint that. So there's chapter 1. Chapter 2, Crypto Bats public mint event takes place. It's going to be January 20th for those of you that are interested. And then chapter 3, biting utility. So this is pretty cool. So the way it's going to work is you have, let's say so for example, for me, I'm going to use my Trust wallet. And in my Trust wallet, I have all my NFTs. And one of my favorite NFTs I have in there is a Subduck. So what you can do is if you end up minting or buying a bat and your bat is in the same wallet as my Subduck, my bat can go ahead and bite my Subduck, and in turn, it will create a whole new NFT called a Mutant Bat that will take attributes of my original bat and will take attributes of my Subduck, mash it up, and create a brand new NFT. So right off the bat, they're creating value for their holders.
hold on, did you say right off the bat?
Unintended. Right off the bat, they're creating value for their NFT holders. The idea behind NFT projects is the team wants to give you a reason to hold on to your NFT project. And here's a big reason. Hey, if you sell it right away, you might not be able to get your bat to buy or create a new one. So here's what's going to happen. 2 things. If you're an NFT holder of a very rare NFT from Bored Apes, from Cyberkongs, from Subducks, from Doodles, whatever the case may be, you're going to want to buy a crypto bat because shit, I can create a super dope bat/Bored Ape NFT for free, essentially, if I buy this bat. 2, they're bringing in communities of these already established blue chip NFT project into the crypto bat space. The whole purpose of NFTs is their community and their utility. Crypto Bats is taking a very impressive and smart approach to this to build out both sides of that. And then chapter 4, another part of their utility is going to be their ancient bats. So the regular bats are going to be able to do a bite once. Ancient bats can bite up to 99 times. So if you are lucky and find an ancient bat, which they're going to do.
How do you find an ancient bat?
So they're going to do essentially, think of a treasure hunt, but virtually. So they're going to be in the most random places. One thing I read said they could be on in a bathroom stall somewhere on the ceiling tile, or the tile on the ceiling. So, but
be like a QR code.
So I don't know how they plan on building that out. It sounds super, super dope. Now with the ancient bats, it can bite 99 times. So if you are lucky and find an ancient bat, you can essentially create 99 free NFTs. This is why one of the reasons I love NFTs so much, even though they are very risky. Crypto Bats, look into it, my friends. Their website is cryptobats.com. You can go there. You can see the roadmap. You can see everything. Minting is January 20th. My advice to you, if you plan on minting this, be prepared to spend close to 1 Ethereum on just gas fees. And also a disclaimer for you guys, okay? This is part of the reason why it is so expensive is, let's say you go to Mint, okay? Let's say you go to Mint and you didn't say your gas fee enough and the gas wars are crazy. Well, if you put 0.5 Ethereum for a gas fee to Mint and you don't get it, well, guess what, my friend? You lost that 0.5 Ethereum. And on top of that, you didn't get the NFT. So please keep that in mind. That is why it's very risky. If you want to skip the whole minting, you can try to buy it on the secondary market on OpenSea.io. But chances are, as soon as this thing gets minted, the price, in my opinion, in my humble opinion, the price is going to start close to 1.52 Ethereum. That's what I think. And it's going to keep getting higher and higher until the reveal. And then after reveal, typically there's a cool off on the buying. And so that'll drive the price down. So, but here at Sin City Crypto, we are going to attempt to mint one. And the cool thing too is we are going to record the whole thing and we're going to show it to you guys after the 20th. So the 20th is a Thursday. We will probably show that video clip the Friday following on the show the following day. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
What, a week from today or a week from?
A week from today, January 20th.
Okay, so Friday next Friday we'll have that on the show.
I am extremely excited. We are stoked, and we're excited to show you how that whole process is going to go down. You guys will get to see firsthand how to mint.
So David is our NFT guru here. He's the one that is all in on NFTs. I appreciate NFTs. I just don't have a big collection of them. But the biting bat thing sounds really cool.
It's cool, man.
So let me get this straight. So if you have a Bored Ape, would that be a better bite? I'm assuming, right? Or does it not really matter?
So there's only, you can't just go out and buy any random NFT, right? It has to be part of the CryptoBat community, but they're only doing blue chips. So your Bored Apes, your CyberKongs, you have your Doodles, you have Subducks. So your bat can only bite once, and they can only bite that NFT just one time. So let's say, for example, you have a gold Bored Ape that's worth 200-300 Ethereum.
Okay.
You can have your bat bite that Bored Ape, and in turn, it will create a brand new bat called a mutant bat, and that mutant bat will have attributes of your original bat.
Oh, so they're gonna have
of the Bored Ape.
So they're gonna have two different bat NFT like collections.
Well,
the mutant bats and then the regular bats.
That is what is not 100% clear yet. I would assume you'll have crypto bats, and then you'll have a whole separate.
Or would your bat transform into a mutant bat?
No. So the idea is when you do the biting, you keep your original bat, and then you essentially are creating a brand new one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but what we see with Bored Apes, they did the Bored Ape, and then they airdropped a free mutant serum for their holders. And so these holders took the mutant serum, they fed it to the ape, and it created a brand new ape called Mutant Apes.
If y'all are lost, or at least as lost as I am, drop a 1 in the chat. I do understand it a little bit, but it is very complex. We'll do a little bit more focus on projects like separate videos as well. So take a look at those.
If you're not sure NFTs, how to mint, where to go, where to look, we did a deep dive on a step-by-step NFT guide. And when we are done, if you don't have the time or don't want to look through our videos, we will drop a link in the description when we sign off here, my friends. So make sure you check that out. I go through everything. I show you how to do it, how to properly research, how to find good crypto investors.
Because I leave the minting up to David. I'm just like, here's some Ethereum, pick me up something cool. I'm not too familiar. I don't trust myself when it comes to gas fees. So
Robin's gonna learn on Thursday the 20th, because he's gonna see how insane gas wars can be and minting process. You literally, if you don't do it in a split second, you can lose out and lose money.
So before we get into our market analysis, I did want to just touch on some updated story. So XRP, I know Stereo 2 brought it up in the chat yesterday, but XRP's court case got delayed again. Yep. However, it wasn't basically the SEC requesting a delay. It was actually a joint. It was both sides. So Ripple and the SEC both proposed an additional an extension. So on the Ripple side, they have 8 witnesses that are going to testify, and I think some of them, what it sounded like, some of them got COVID or have some traveling issues on making the court date. And so those witnesses are key part of the defense strategy for Ripple. So they want to have them available because right now it seems like they're not. So they're pushing it back 1 month. The date will be February 28th is when the court case is set to resume. And there will be 8 witnesses representing the Ripple side that are going to testify as well. So once again, just be easy. The XRP token probably isn't going to pump in the next 2 months. So if you're looking for short-term gains, might not be the best time, but we all know what the price will happen when there's a resolution. So maybe summer would be a good time to get back into XRP. So
Yep. All right. Let us move on to our last segment of the show, where we go over the markets, called the market analysis. All right. So let's pull up the laptop here, my friends. Looking at the overall markets today, we are currently down 2.4% on the day. Our market cap has dropped from $2.09 to $2.03 trillion in overall total market cap. $50 billion of volume for Bitcoin just in the last 24 hours, sitting at 42,479. We did touch upper 43s, but came back down. Between the zone of 40 and 42 is an extremely strong support for Bitcoin. So I can see us kind of consolidating, trading sideways in that range. ETH down at 32.50, down 3.7% on the day. Binance token. So me personally, I have been buying a shitload of Binance BNB coin under $450. I think that the market cap for BNB compared to ETH, the gap is way too high. I think at the minimum, the very minimum, BNB should be half of what Ethereum is. So in my opinion, BNB is extremely undervalued. There's a lot of newer projects that are launching on the Binance Smart Chain for obvious reasons versus Ethereum. So I am accumulating and buying a lot of BNB. I'm even willing to buy some under 500, but under 450 is my target price. Robin, you a BNB guy?
I think BNB is
it undervalued?
Project. I think right now, I don't know about undervalued, but it's a great time to get in. All-time highs were 600 something, right? Or did it get up to 800?
All-time highs got. Let's check.
I think it actually got up to. Either way, let's keep in mind Binance. If you separate the smart chain and all that, Binance itself is the largest exchange in the world. It has Binance.us as well, which is heavily used, and it has the number 2 blockchain when it comes to users, utility, community. The Binance Smart Chain, PancakeSwap. They have a gigantic NFT community, which we've talked about before. Let's highlight some of the NFTs that are showcased on Binance. I think they don't get enough exposure
because there's not many.
I think you're wrong on that, and I think there's a lot of great gems. There's a huge NFT community, man. I'm telling you,
bro. And I'm telling you,
I get it. The blue chips are on Ethereum, but they have a big presence.
There is more well-known NFTs on Solana.
Did you say well-known?
Well-known NFTs on Solana than there is on Binance. I'll put it to you that way. Let's get back to the markets here. We have Solana down 3%, almost 4% on the day, down to 146. Having a lot of network issues, DDoS attacks, whatever the case may be. Last week, they went down twice in a week. But Mike Tyson's all in, so we're good, right?
Hey, Mike Tyson, man, you want to come by the show? Come hang out. We got the red couch here. We'll throw you in for an interview.
Yeah. You have XRP, 76 cents. The one, if you're looking to buy XRP, I believe one of the only places you can actually buy on a centralized exchange, especially in the U.S., is
in the U.S. Yeah,
is going to be KuCoin. If not, what you would have to do is you would have to buy a different coin, send it to an external wallet, like an Exodus, which allows you to swap inside the wallet, and then you can just swap that whatever, let's say ETH or XR or ETH or Bitcoin to XRP inside the wallet. So if you're not sure, there you go. Terra Luna down. Oh, yeah. Everything's down, my friends, except Doge. Doge is not down. Doge is up.
So we
3.5%.
got another Leon in the chat. Hola wants to know about looks like a couple
Leon,
meme
what's
coins.
up, brother?
We got a couple meme coins.
Yeah.
You know what? We actually let me scroll back up and take a look here. We had a couple references to some coins
I already
earlier.
wrote them down. We have Door,
Oh, okay, you
Proteus
wrote 'em down.
Finance. So, in a couple seconds, I hope you guys are still in the chat. I will go over those with you. But real quick, rounding out the top 10, we have Polkadot sitting a little under $26. I am a huge believer in Polkadot. I think 2022 will be, as far as top 10 projects is concerned, will be the year of Polkadot and Cardano. We will
Will
see.
Polkadot break the $30 resistance in the next 3 months?
Oh, 100%.
100%?
Yes. Well, it's not just breaking. You got to stay above. It just can't stay above. It'll get to 30, 31, and it'll come back down to 24.
It's been in that $21 to $28 window for the longest time, man.
But there is so much happening on Polkadot. Their first ever parachain went live, Moonbeam, which is one of the biggest projects in the space. They finished off their 6th parachain auction. So that was the last part of their roadmap. They have an amazing team behind them. Gavin Wood, which is one of the most well-respected programmers in the entire world, was also the co-founder of Ethereum. He is head of this project. I love Polkadot, their sharding network. Everything is amazing. I think 2022 will be the year of Polkadot and Cardano. And then Doge up 4%. So Doge is pumping. Everything's down. Doge is up.
Is it just Near Protocol and Doge are up?
Near, yes.
I wonder if Elon had a tweet.
Doge, probably.
Yeah, there's got to be something behind that because
So-
everything's red.
There is a new layer 1 project that is making waves. It is Near Protocol. It is up 7% on the day when every other market cryptocurrency is down. And this coming off the news that they raised an additional $150 million in funding from like the top VC firms that are investing in crypto. You have Alameda Research, you have Andreessen Horowitz, and then of course 3 Arrows Capital. So a lot of money being pumped into Near. If you're not familiar with Near, we did do a deep dive on the video. So go to our videos, look at Near Protocol. We kind of tell you everything you need to know about what they're doing different to separate themselves from other layer 1 blockchains. And that'll do it for that. Let's real quick take a peek at the biggest gainers and losers. I'm not going to see much on the gainer side, but let's see who the biggest losers are in the top 100. Elrond is down 10%. Algorand down 8%. Woo Network, never heard of that one. Just cracked the top 100, it seems. Then you have Chainlink down. Chainlink, Robin, give me your thoughts on Chainlink, man. What are you thinking for Chainlink?
Chainlink's a great project, the #1 oracle in all of the land. And all of these layer 1s that you hear about, Solana, Cardano, BNB, all the layer 1s, they require oracles. Most of them use multiple oracles, 2, 3, 4, 8 oracles. And with the #1 oracle being Chainlink and having the market dominance, it has partnerships with damn near everybody, real world partnerships with big companies like Walmart, and they are undervalued.
So what's up with the price?
Undervalued.
Why?
And
Why
they have
does the price not move?
because they're not sexy to the public. They don't have so much utility as far as with people trading it and using it and purchasing stuff with it.
We did mention on our live stream of I believe it was last week. They are announcing a staking, so you're going to be able to stake your Chainlink. So
nice.
that should help with positive price
But,
action.
you know, we're in a bear market right now.
We're in a fucking bear market. Just say it.
Yeah, we're in a bear.
But that doesn't mean we're going to.
Doesn't mean that it's prolonged. Doesn't mean that it has to last forever or 2 years or whatever it is. I don't think that's the case. I think we're in a bear market right now. I think we'll be out of it by the end of the month, or by February. Now, Chainlink, if you're worried about the bear market, is a great hedge. It has traditionally performed very well in comparison to other tokens when it comes to the bear market. So, great store of value there. If you're feeling a little unsure about the market, great time to buy. It's a great entry point for me, and dollar cost average in, of course, but me gusta.
All right, so let's get into a couple of the coins that we were asked to look into. So this is the first one, Door. It is an extremely small microcap project. We typically don't like to talk about these on the show just because they're extremely risky, and we don't want any of our community members to think that we are promoting it and then they go out and buy it. So, Door, looking at it because one of you guys asked us to, but never heard of it. But going down here now, Door is the first lead exchange powered by crypto to reward consumers. Door rewards consumers every time advertisers access their data. Door removes the middleman and enables a direct connection between consumers and businesses.
Will you open up the website for that?
For Door?
Yeah, it's at the top.
Yeah.
Under, yeah.
Okay. So essentially, this kind of reminds me of BAT. So not crypto bats, basic attention token.
Yeah.
It's customized to a specific subset of people, and they get rewarded for watching advertisements and whatnot. So
Yeah, not the sexiest project, honestly.
This one?
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of other people doing that. How's the liquidity look? I see Coin Tiger. And where can you buy it at?
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Liquidity. Just be careful, guys.
Yeah, I don't
Robin, will you tell our viewers why liquidity is so important?
The price can't move. It's simple as that. You can only get so much pump.
Even if the price pumps,
Now here's the thing. Like, obviously, nobody starts with a portfolio liquidity. No big project or no small project. So, ideally, if you got into a small project, even if it didn't have a lot of liquidity, but let's just say 99 times out of 100 with something that doesn't have liquidity like that, they're probably not gonna get you big returns. There's always exceptions. That's why I say 99 out of 100. But everybody always wants to talk about Shibu Inu or another coin that happened to moon up. But for every one of those projects, there's 100 or 1,000 other projects that had the same potential that went nowhere and just bottomed out. So,
and then as far as Shinja and Shiba Doge, obviously those are meme coins. So Shinja sounds familiar. I think I saw that. I think it's an ERC20 token. I actually have it pulled up here. I believe it's an ERC20 token. And if I'm not mistaken, they are one of the projects that are going to be listed on the Saitama Inu, the Cytomask. So again, meme coins, and especially brand new meme coins that have no track record are extremely, extremely risky. It is so easy for people to rug pull, to hype the project up, make you put your money in,
so
lose out on your money.
Stereo 2 asked to look at BitTrue, and Shift Murder wants to know about Gala.
BitTrue, so BTR, right?
Yeah, it's a BTR. Didn't we look at that one before?
I'm not sure. So BitTrue is a top, I think, number 602. You heard of BitTrue?
Yeah. Where is it at on the market cap list? You said
Number
601?
600. So, yeah.
Click on the website. What's it do? What is this about? Cryptocurrency management platform.
Buy, invest and borrow digital assets all in one place. Oh,
Like an Aave kind of style.
I guess. Here you go. You have Grow, TA, and nothing really big as far as their platform of the trading pairs they have, but
a little risky.
Yeah, again, anything.
I mean, the website looks decent. I don't know. I don't think it's a great time to get into risky projects right now.
I would have to agree with Robin.
I think for me, if I'm going to be acquiring any new positions on cryptocurrency, it's going to definitely be in the top 200. And even then, I probably would stay with the top 20. I think any of the coins in the top 20 outside of SHIB and Doge, in my opinion, I know David might differ on that one, but I don't know. I'll proceed with caution.
SHIB and Doge are established. The ones we're looking at are.
I'm just thinking about the community growth. I don't see SHIB and Doge popping off in the next few months. I think the meme craze is dying down a little bit. I think it'll be back. I don't think SHIB and Doge are gonna just disappear, but I don't know. Some of that thunder they had is dwindling. Not so many people are talking about SHIB and Doge right now.
So as far as Proteus Finance, so it's not listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So, but I believe I found their website here. 150% in Terra and in permanent loss control. So it looks like it's a Terra Luna based project. Our AI algorithm automates the most profitable Terra strategies and manages an optional insurance fund to cover losses. So is this something like a card starter was for Cardano, Robin?
No. This is for
It's a wallet.
automated market maker, basically to prevent loss when it comes to providing liquidity.
Okay, earn passive income by using
That's
our
why
app.
that's why it's partnered with Terra as their stablecoin. So
Oh.
these have a lot of use case. I don't know. What I would do is I would see
Hey, look,
is there
here's how it
another platform that is ahead of this project in the Terra ecosystem, and if there's not, if they're the one go-to insurance for the AMM, then maybe it's a good buy. I don't know. I'd have to do. I would recommend more research. Terra is on a rip. It's on a tear right now. So
$80. by the way.
anything
$80 on Terra's
anything in their ecosystem, if they are leading the charge, would probably be something to look at. So see what dexes are being used on Terra, what oracles are being used on there, things of this nature. So
cool.
but if they're just one of many and they don't stand out, then I'd be careful on that.
All right, and then what was the other one? Gala?
Yeah, Gala Games.
So let me pull up Gala here. We did do a deep dive on Gala, so if you guys don't know what Gala is, make sure you go check out that video. But pulling up the laptop here, again, everything's down. This one's down 8%. Let's go to TradingView and let's look at the Gala chart and let's see if it's a good time to get into Gala. So who asked? Was that Stereo 2 that asked about Gala?
No, it's Chef Murder.
Chef Murder. If you hold any Gala, let me know. I'll let you know if it's a good time to enter or exit. So looking at the chart here, when I do technical analysis, I always like to have the Bollinger Bands pulled up. That lets me know what phase the coin is in. Typically, when I want to buy, I want to see constricted Bollinger Bands. These are diverging. So this is a pretty volatile time, but see a bullish harami here on these two candle patterns here. So typically that is a bullish signal. Looks like we did bottom out here close to 29 cents. Now, Gala Games, they have a lot in the pipeline. And again, we did do a deep dive video, so make sure you guys check that out. We go into detail on everything. They only have one game that is live right now, but they have about 5, 6, or 7 of them that are in the pipeline. And they have a one for The Walking Dead. I believe the Atari is developing one in Gala Games. You can use different tokens to buy stuff. They have a marketplace. So it's a pretty cool, undervalued project, in my opinion. I think Gala Games should be valued more than Axie Infinity, because Axie Infinity, one game, you can just play the one game. And if they're not on top of their shit and they're not developing more utility for that game, then people are going to get tired and they're going to go to Gala Games. On Gala Games, again, there's several games you can play. So if you get tired of playing the Walking Dead game, you go play this game. You go play that game. So, but the chart says if you don't have any and you want to buy, might be a good time to buy.
Chef says he picked some up a few weeks ago at a loss at the moment.
Yeah, if you're at a loss and you believe in the project, just hodl on, my friend. Everything will be okay. So
yeah, I think when they do launch their portfolio of games, that there'll be a lot more to come. And
yeah.
I like that reference you use that Axie is only a single game platform.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
And this is basically a game developer. Also, Gala Games, the founder of that is the same guys that founded, I think it was Zynga Games, and they are the ones that created Farmville.
Yep.
And
Zynga's huge.
So a lot of those other games that you see on Facebook, generally, the founder made Gala Games. So now they have a suite of games coming out for blockchain. So really excited. I think it's a very large ecosystem that's being developed out into blockchain games that reward you. There's tons of money, people trying to make their crypto work for them. And so another example of that, just like we showed on our sandbox video that is on our website right now. You should go check it out and like the video. But you should go check it out because we show you all the different ways of making money. So these blockchain games have a huge possibility, large communities to come. So I'm excited about that.
And I just want to pull up the Bitcoin chart. Okay, so this is the 1-day chart for Bitcoin, and it is not looking good. I was hoping we would be able to cross this 46,000 range, but again, if you zoom out here, the definition of a bear is lower highs and lower lows.
That's the 1-day chart.
This is the 1 day. This is the daily chart. Yeah. So each candle represents 1 day. Now we did see a little bit of a run up after we saw this little doji here, but
I'm telling you, I think that's the bottom right there. That 39.5, I think it was.
I think we'll get. I think if this trend continues, I think we'll see under 39.
Yeah, that looks like a solid bounce right there. I mean, I'm no TA expert, but I'm telling you, I'm thinking the bottom was there at 39.5.
This is the 4-hour chart.
Yeah, all right. Look at that. Yeah, he bounced off it twice. See that?
Yeah.
Double bottom.
But typically double bottoms don't mean as much on lower time frames like a 4-hour or 1-hour chart. Any merch in the near future? Absolutely. Aaron, any merch in the near future? Yes. And we will be doing some giveaways on the merch.
A little throwback here, a little bit about us. We actually had a merchandise store up with hats and backpacks and shirts. But in case you didn't know, we were actually branded a different name when we first launched the channel. We were DR Crypto for David Robin Crypto, but our marketing department was like, that's easily confusable with Dr. Crypto. So we ended up switching our names.
No doctors.
But we didn't switch the merchandise yet. So we got to go back in and redesign all the merchandise. But I'll tell you what, by the end of next week, we'll have the merchandise up.
Next week.
Yeah, so by Friday.
End of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month.
End of the month. We'll have some merch.
And we'll do some merch giveaways for you guys, okay?
Oh, can you give me a hat? I've been asking David for a hat, and he refuses to buy me
I'm
one.
a sugar daddy or something, bro.
Hey,
I got bills to
I'm
pay,
just saying, man.
All right, I'll get you a hat.
You got a shirt that says Crypto King on you, you know? Why don't you buy your boy crypto hat?
Bro. I got you.
Sin City Crypto hat. Or if there's anybody in the chat that has merchandise hookups as far as who to develop. If you know of
some good printing shops or whatever. Okay,
Yeah, let us
we're
know.
not merchandise experts. We'll put it to you that way.
Mm-mm.
And then just real quick.
Although your boy here is a fashion expert.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
he looking sweet.
This is the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. I can see here, we can see together that the Bollinger Bands, it looks like they're starting to converge, which typically anytime you see Bollinger Bands converge, and I want to show you guys this so you don't think I'm bullshitting you. Anytime you see the bands tightening here, there is always a big move. I can't speak. A big move, whether that's to the upside or
Did you
downside.
say big boobs?
No, big move. Whether it's to the upside or downside, we don't know. You can see here, squeeze up. You can keep going back, squeeze down. You see here, not really a squeeze, but here's a squeeze and a big move down. So when you're looking at technicals, try to have the Bollinger Bands on there. They help out a lot. I'm telling you guys. So we saw here a little bit of a squeeze. We saw a big move up here. If you bought the squeeze here, you're looking at about 42,000. You could have cashed out right around 44, made a little bit of money if you're into swing or day trading. So, all right. I think with that being said, Robin, unless there's anything else you want to go over.
I just want to give a shout out to Olga. She just popped up in the chat. Welcome back. And yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
Anything else in the crypto world?
Nah, man.
Aaron wants to know if we can pay for our merch in crypto. I don't think so.
Why not?
What? I mean, the platform we were using, the website we were using, they didn't have that option. So
Use a new platform.
oh,
If
there
it's
you go.
possible, yes, 100%. I want crypto. I'm trying to get YouTube to pay me in crypto, but they won't. So no, but we love you guys. We hope you guys had a great time. We always have fun doing these live videos, and it's always more fun when we have people in the chat and watching our videos with us live so we can talk to you guys and we can take the stuff you want to know about, and we can give it to you straight. So if it was your first time, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification. We do go live Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure you guys go check out the Sandbox video, guys. It was amazing. Robin spent a lot of time on the post-editing. It came out really, really good. Next up, we are going to have a Elrond versus Ethereum deep dive coming up. That'll be posted by tomorrow. And then we'll have a Phantom one. Phantom's been on a tear. Why? Everything you need to know. We'll have that up on the video as well. So with that being said, Robin, you got anything to add before we sign off?
No, I'm gonna go reach out to Michael Tyson.
Michael Tyson.
Michael Tyson. Not to be confused with Tyson Foods. They make really good chicken wings.
Yeah.
We'll try to get him on the show.
Yeah.
Great time. Great activity in the chat. So
Yeah.
much love there.
Love
We're
you guys.
gonna work on that merchandise though, because
Yes.
we're lacking in that
Got you,
department.
bro.
We've been working on this freaking setup here. In case you don't know how annoying audio and video is, it's painful.
Very.
But we got it all dialed in. My voice sounds good. How's my voice sound, David?
It's okay.
Okay.
It'll be better.
So
All right, let's roll
we'll
out.
see y'all tomorrow then.
Tomorrow.
And then till next time, 11 a.m. tomorrow. Yes.
Oh, we got a new skit tomorrow for you guys. Blockchain parlay. Make sure you come back. That's going to be absolutely amazing. I'm going to destroy Robin. I'm going to absolutely shame him.
Okay, just to give you a heads
I'm gonna
up.
destroy him.
Pick 2 projects. I pick 2 projects. He picks 2 projects.
Parlay.
We parlay them together. See which 2 projects do better
In a 7-day
in a week.
period.
In a week. So Friday to Friday. So
We're taking bets, my friends, and the house always wins, and I'm the house, baby. Anyways, you guys have a great time, great night. We'll see you guys later.
All right, peace.
Ah, shit. You really fucking think that restaurant is a cash grab?